Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex here. Sorry, Picard to Kirk here. And welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. I thought I would add just that little joke in because I am still Alex. But anyways, in between episodes, you might notice I added some benches, added some more storage for our farms here. That way I can start to get this room looking a little better. Last episode, we went to the Nether, in which we built a gold farm. And the gold farm is very, very successful. One little thing I wanted to mention is that it's not actually an XP farm. Because it is AFKable, it doesn't drop swords, it doesn't drop heads, anything like that, so it's only a gold farm, which is actually really nice for us. This episode, I want to actually start work on our base. But first, this has been long overdue. It's time that we make an ender chest. Let's let's make some ender chests. Okay, so we now have an ender chest. We'll just set that. Oh no, right there. We now have an ender chest. Which, for those of you who don't know, the ender chest, you can keep it with you. And let's say I put that stuff in there, walk over, drop an ender chest right there. It stores stuff across a dimension. So it's going to be very special that we have that. Let's drop all that like normal. But in the background, I have been working on this map. I'm going to put it on screen now. It kind of explains what I want this area to look like in a general kind of layout. So, as you can see, we've got the meeting hall up here. We've got the barn that we built a few episodes ago. And you can read the rest of that. But you see the mine, that's going to be our dwarven mine. And I actually want to start on that today. So in between episodes, I have been somewhat busy. And I dug out a space. Also, we now have some goats over here and some llamas. Let's see. Where are you? Come on. You're not gonna... There it is. There's Screamer. So I moved Screamer over here. But, let's get back to it. Today, we are going to work on the mine, the entrance to the mine, which is actually going to be my main base. So once we complete this area, I'll start moving stuff from the meeting hall over, and we're going to put an iron farm where we currently have our storage system. And then we can do the interior of that build. Anyways, today we are going to start this. And I've collected some gold, some copper, all sorts of stuff like this. But it's mainly going to be deep slate. The way I'm going to kind of distinguish between the dwarven build and the Viking builds. The Vikings are going to have they're going to have some deep slate. But it's mainly going to be stone bricks. Because deep slate is more of a tougher, harder to destroy, older feel to it. Along with kind of a fire brick idea, if that makes sense. But anyways, let's crack on with it. So the first thing that we're gonna do, well, we're gonna use this entire face for our dwarven mine, and then I'll do some terraforming off camera. But let's grab some deep slate, make that into some polished deep slate. Let me get all of this together, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so I didn't have enough bamboo. I'm going to make a scaffolding tower, but this is going to be separated into 3 sections. So the first section is going to be our main entrance. Our second entrance is going to be an elytra entrance, which sounds like there's a baby zombie somewhere. That's kind of scaring me. But, what on earth? Where? Oh, it's under here somewhere. But anyways, the third area is going to be our roof and cap. So, it kind of slopes back a little bit. And I didn't go far enough. So we're going to... This first level is 9 blocks tall. And okay, whatever. And so we're going to create this and then add some really cool details, which just takes a lot of deep slate. Took a while to mine. But anything to make this space look good. Alright. Maybe? There we go. So, that's going to be the height of our first section. Now what we're going to do is we're going to climb over here. And we're going to make some pillars. Not like that. At this level. Make some pillars like this. And then we're going to skip one. Drop that. Then I messed up. Imagine that, old Picard to Kirk messed up. We're going to get rid of this scaffolding and move it out one. I'm going to get this basic deep slate layer done, and then I'll come back and add some details with you guys. Alright, so this is kind of a simple thing. You can see that it's kind of mirrored on both sides, but that's kind of by purpose. So we're going to grab some more deep slate along with some iron bars and some gold. And what we're going to do is in these middle sections, we're going to put an entire wall of gold behind them, which you can see the gold farm has come in handy because this is exactly what we needed it for. So we've got our gold, which, there we go. And I'm going to grab this extra gold because I'm not wasteful. And then we're going to dig out a little bit of space here. Because let's grab that. That one. And that. Grab all this deep slate. Get that like there. We're going to make this look as good as possible. And it's the small details that count. So, we're going to grab our lava. And you probably guessed it. We're going to make some lava walls. Just like that. Okay, so we've got our lava. Let's drop that in. This also adds a bit of light to help with mob spawning. But we're going to take our iron bars, and because we are noobish, we're going to add a wall here. Not only for looks, but it also helps us not run into the lava and burn to death. Survivability. And then we're going to grab some deep slate brick walls. We're just going to grab a stack of that. We're going to grab a stack of deep slate bricks. We're going to grab a stack of deep slate tile stairs. We only need about 10 of those. We're going to need some polished deep slate stairs. We're going to need... That might be it for this layer as it becomes nighttime. So we're gonna grab our deep slate walls and bricks. Okay, so with this, we're gonna do 2 on beside each little bit of lava, and then the rest of it we're just going to have as these walls. It gives a little bit of structure to our build, which is nice. And it also gives a little bit of aesthetic charm to our build. And same thing to the other side, of course, because we want that level of symmetry. And then we'll take a step back and look at it, which, as you can see, it's starting to get there. It's starting to look pretty good. But we're going to add a little bit here. So we're going to grab some deep slate stairs. First, we're going to get rid of this scaffolding. That way we can actually use it as my intent is now. And I'm going to pillar up on 4 pillars. And we're going to make a cool little design. So we're gonna do is, for one, we're gonna do this for now. We're gonna make kind of like a waterfall design. So, and those bricks are just temporary, so those are gonna go in a sec. So we're looking at and make sure we got all that. There we go. So that's going to be our design on either side. And I'm going to go do that design real quick. And then we're going to start on our next section, because that's our last step for this first entrance section. Alright, our first section is done and it's looking pretty good. So, now we're going to take our scaffolding, just up there. We're going to need, you're going to wonder what I need these tiles for. Well, you're going to have to wait. I need those. So for our next section, we're going to use our bricks here. And we're going to create another little section, another little cap. And you do notice that this is also 9 blocks. It's kind of a symmetrical build. I didn't use any forced perspective or anything special like that on this. Just because it's more useful. And as you're walking in, it has a little bit, not grander approach, but you know what I mean. We're going to fill this in. There we go. And now we're going to struggle. That's what we're going to do. Going to do that. Where's our scaffolding? There it is. We're going to put that there. Gonna drop those in like that. Add some columns in, which are second. Well, maybe if I don't die. Our second column will be right here. And these columns are just going to all be the same. Third column. Of course, we're keeping the mirrored look. And then our fourth column be right here. So I'm gonna just build those columns real quick. We're also gonna need to dig out some space back here, but we'll do that near the end. So I'll be back. Alright, so you can see that second layer, which I still have to dig out some stuff because there's some stuff that needs to go behind those, but we're gonna do the third layer first. And for the third layer, we're going to need a ton of polished deep slate slabs, and a bunch of polished deep slate. Gonna grab some more slabs, throw away some of our junk items like our buckets that we don't need anymore, the iron bars, some bamboo. We're going to grab our copper, basically everything else that we have. And let's grab a lot more of polished. Okay, so we're ready. That all the way up. Go over here, and we're going to need to rip out 5 blocks. We're going to rip out this entire wall. I'm going to do that and get everything kind of ready, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, for this first section, we're going to make a cool little pattern which kind of shows off the dwarves' wealth. And we're just going to go back and forth between some copper and some gold. Which makes actually a really cool sound. I've never used copper before. Okay, so we should have gold, copper, gold, copper, gold, copper, gold, copper, gold, copper, gold. Ah, that's where I messed up. I messed up. We're just gonna scrap that for a sec. Makes even a cooler sound as we get rid of it. We actually don't need that. That's why I was off by 2. It needs to be like this. Just like that. We're going to add a layer of gold. And then a layer of gold at the top. And now we're going to take copper. Whoa, that's 4 blocks. Let's get that 5th row. Which the gold has got to come off. This is why you watch me. It's because I'm a derp. So we're gonna get rid of this and do it right. Yep. Derp. But it happens. You were probably wondering the entire time, why is he being so dumb? we're gonna Jonah. We're just going to copy our same pattern that we had down here. Okay, and then we're gonna have some gold. Okay, there we go. And then this row is gonna be copper. One thing that I've learned with the meeting hall, and kind of why I've been putting off an interior for it, is it's a very useful space. It's a large open space that doesn't have mobs or anything, so that's how I weathered all this copper really fast. But on to our next step, we're going to take all of our slabs here, and we're actually going to take some polish to also create a little section here. Box this in, which in doing this I am adding a lot of depth to the build, which is helpful whenever you look at it. So now we're going to take some slabs, just go, not like that. Ah, that's what I did wrong. We're just gonna make a simple wave motion. Which is gonna make our pattern look really cool, if I do say so myself. And no. So how did I do that? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Yeah, that's what I did wrong. I already built this before, but I still mess up all this time. Just like I said, that's why you guys watch me. It's because I mess up so much. I show that I'm human. Alright. There we go. Now that I have the pattern down, it should be really easy to do. Possibly. Yeah. No. How do I mess it up so bad? Every time. Not that. Yay. We almost got it. We almost got it, guys. I hesitated there. Did you see that hesitation? Alright, so now that we've got that section done, we're going to once again cut, because, well, actually, we can go up. Let's make this header 2, 3. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Now let's do this other side. So now if we run down here, eat some food, run past the bamboo, you can see we now have our header. That's going to be the size of our build, which kind of looks really cool. I'm going to have to do some more digging, so I'm going to be back. I'm going to dig out the top section and the middle section, so I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, and I've dug out a lot of stuff. So as you can see, I've kind of doubled up that, so we have a thicker border, and I've also dug out this space, which once we gain an elytra, this will be, although that entrance is pretty big, we can also use these entrances and this for our base as well. First thing I want to do is I want to grab all of this stuff. I want to make some of that, some more oxidized copper, that, and I'm going to make some slabs. We're going to now go up to the second floor and just place that there. Alright. So, this is kind of going to be a centerpiece here. What am I making? Well, I think we're going to make a dwarven hammer. Might not look the best, but look at my skills. They're not the best either, but it's something. I've been getting a ton of pillager raids over here. I'm just trying to chill out, guys. Maybe you should do the same. But this is our dwarven hammer. It looks way better from afar, not gonna lie. And let's check it out. See, there's another one way back there. See, that looks pretty good. It ties in the copper from the top. And now we're going to dump the rest of this back in the box. And we're going to do the same there. Grab our scaffolding, grab some diorite, some calcite, and some andesite, as well as some, let's see, I need some, do I have bricks? There's some bricks. Let's make 2 things of slabs. Okay. Now let's head up to the top and finish this build. Alright. So we're going to kind of randomize this. I randomized it off world. Oh no. Great. We've got friends. Goodbye. Where were we? Okay, that needs to be 2. Okay, so now that's our first layer. No, that's... They look so similar. Then we're going to take some amethyst. That's a really cool sound. And take our calcite. And we're gonna just continue on. And the way I did this is I made sure that I just used my scroll wheel. I had alternating diorite, calcite, and then I did a hotkey to just place whatever block was on there, and that's how I did it. Let's see. This needs to go all the way over. This to be there, not there, there. Okay, now I'm going to fill the rest in with diorite. Since our calcite is now done. And then I will explain the lore behind this building whenever we get done here. Now we're going to need our deep slate. I keep going to my reference pictures. All right. There we go. Much better. So, goodness. So, this building is to show the dwarves' power. I better go sleep before a creeper blows up. Be a little safer for us. Hello, goats. Zombie. Old Rob. Oh, I forgot to mention. I also changed this door. At least temporarily. It's now trapdoors. Just to stop mobs from coming in. That way I can AFK. I'll probably change it back. Hey, there's old Screamer. Alright, so, like I was saying, I envisioned the dwarves building themselves this grand entrance that shows everybody who might come in contact how powerful and how rich these dwarves were, how good their craftsmanship was. I plan on making a giant, like, intricate floor design here. And it's kind of just showing, hey, we know what we're doing. This is what we do for a living. And the Vikings came in, they saw this, and they wanted to build here. And so this is a much older building than the Vikings, showing that this was here long before the Vikings ever got here. But I think that's about all we have time for today, guys. Gotta not be cheap. Well, sorry, got too beachy. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let's go back here. If you did appreciate this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're excited about this build, leave a like. Let me know how excited you are in the comments and ideas for some other builds that you might have. And if you watch my videos a lot, maybe this is the first video, maybe this is the 10th, I don't know. But consider subscribing if you like this content. My name has been Picard Kirk. I've been in my spot. You've been in your spot. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!